So have you ever wondered what it would be like to live in a tiny home? Well, in this video, I and Ben Davis, president of Piccola Tiny Homes, are going to tour our newest model, the Cadence. And I bet you're gonna be surprised at some of the design choices and finishes that make this model absolutely incredible. Let's take a look.
Welcome in, Jay.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Cadence.
Wow, I mean, I've been in here so many times, but it never ceases to just strike me. It's literally striking and looks amazing. The first thing that catches your eye is this dual cascading waterfall staircase with this picture window. Just, oh, chef's kiss.
Well, not only is it beautiful, but it's also super functional. We have our washer dryer combo right here. We have almost every single step opens up into cabinetry. So you have tons and tons of cabinets. Even the step themselves open up.
That's amazing. So you come in here, you pop it open, you throw your shoes, slippers, whatever. We actually won an award based on our best use of space, right?
That's right.
Humbly, we nailed this part of the design, yeah. And it's topped off by these beautiful handrails too. You don't see that a lot.
A lot of tiny homes don't really have super safe handrails, but these are both beautiful and safe.
Yeah, it's amazing. Like you only see these in really almost like penthouse places. So yeah, really good. And then obviously the kitchen, let's talk about that.
Yeah, so the kitchen, we have a little breakfast nook area here. You can fit 2 people comfortably for dining. And then moving over to the sink, we have our big sink with our functional utility things that you can add to it. And then all of our drawers, all of our little pantry in here. And then this induction range here, Jay, is actually a 3 induction range.
Okay.
So there's 3 burners on here. And as we did in the Minuet, it's the super energy efficient induction range.
So this model is meant for like a couple, maybe a young family, maybe someone with a small child in the loft. We'll show that in a minute, but you're obviously gonna be cooking more, there's gonna be more pots going. 3 burner is a huge upgrade from the 2 burner in the Minuet.
And then of course we couldn't go without our microwave, convection oven, and air fryer
Combo. I love it. And again, we didn't spare any expense, especially on this signature edition. The countertops, really easy to use, easy to clean, quartz, not butcher block, not granite, anything like that. The best stuff you can buy pretty much.
That's right. Yeah, this stuff is awesome to do whatever you need to cook. I also want to point out this over here. This is our appliance cabinet, which has plugs inside of it.
Yeah, that's
so that you can actually plug in like a coffee maker. You can put in whatever appliances you need to, and it's got a huge open space that you can use. We also have, of course, just more storage. All of this opens up, tons and tons of storage.
It's just amazing. Like it never ends. It just never ends. So function, beauty, yeah, it's a great job all the way around.
And then our fridge here, 11.7 cubic foot. It has all the space you need for a small family.
And the kitchen doesn't end. It still kind of continues over here. What do we got?
That's right. So this is our pantry. This is about 3 times the size of the Minuet pantry. Lots of storage. It's bigger than my pantry at home.
Yeah, this is amazing. Yeah. And then more storage behind you.
Right.
Yeah. And then we come into my favorite part, the living room. Let's take a look at that. All right. Oh, got to take a seat.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, this is nice. This is super spacious, comfortable. I love all the touches you guys designed into it.
Well, thank you, Jay. This is my favorite part as well of the entire tiny home. It's just so comfortable. We have our electric fireplace, which also acts as a heater. And then we have our bookshelves on both sides that you can put decorations or fill it up with books to your heart's desire.
There's also plugs, so you have kind of like a console cubby.
And there's another conduit in the wall that goes over to the right bookshelf.
That's amazing. I love it. Nice and clean, no cables, nothing showing. And then we have an Ethernet plug. We'll talk about that later when we go outside. But this is amazing. This is all I need. Really.
You got little end tables here. You get a nice couch. You can even swap out this couch for a one that folds out and have more sleeping area
like
if you wanted
a sleeper.
to.
Yeah, nice. So if you had maybe 2 kids, one could be here at night, the other could be in the loft.
Yeah.
Parents upstairs in the bedroom.
Or if you wanted to use this as an Airbnb, you can have more sleeping.
Yeah, and this one's unique because this is our back door, our side door, whatever you want to call it, a deck outside. So you have dual entrance. So you're not like getting in each other's way.
Exactly. Living in a tiny house, it's so important to make sure that you have as much living space as possible. And so putting this door right here and having a deck out there, it's gonna be
it just opens up your world that much more. It's like a beautiful backyard. I've talked about bedrooms. Let's go take a look at them.
All right.
All right. Man, the more I look around, Ben, you just see all these little details pop out, like the switches, the windows. Like, tell me more about that.
These switches here, these are fun because they turn off the lights.
For the loft, yeah, that's
so you don't have to walk up there and turn it on. You just do it from right here. Also, the window here, it's just so big. It's important to make you feel like you're outside, especially living in a small space. You gotta have lots of large windows, natural light. Also, there's no screens in here. They do come with screens. We just have them off because they look a little weird in the videos.
we got that in previous videos. Like, does it come with screens? Yes, it absolutely comes with screens. And these also come with shades on all the windows.
They're blackout shades, so if you close them, you eliminate most all the light and also adds privacy and just makes it more comfortable.
Yeah, and I know they're low E windows, but just drawing it down just a little bit, it's just less solar radiation that's hitting you. Nice touch, I love that. Yeah, okay, let's keep going.
So Jay, you might notice we're not crawling into the loft.
No,
we're actually walking into the loft.
So I'm 6 feet tall, but it's not like, I'm not like army crawling into bed. It's like a little bit of a crouch, but it's not uncomfortable. And we've done a lot of like planning to make this the deepest footwell possible. Like we really wrestled with this. It came out amazing. Wow. I think I just found my favorite reading spot. Right here, bookcase, clothing, you can just curl up. Ben, let's embrace the awkwardness in this moment and talk about the bedroom. Tell me what's going on.
Love it. Yeah, so the bedroom, you know, it's super comfortable. We have a queen size bed in here.
Yeah.
Windows on either side, get nice cross ventilation when you open both of those. Reading lights, and you have a plug so you can charge your phone as your
USB plugs.
Yep, USB plugs.
And USB Type-C, that's great.
We even have a little cabinet here that you can
a little nightstand type thing, could be anything. Yeah, and then obviously we have shelves to my right, lots of space. You could do seasonal storage as well, and then a pull-out closet.
Pull-out closet.
Yeah, that's great. I love that we made a queen size bed fit and also have lots of space in the footwell where two people could actually pass each other with no issues.
In this configuration, you don't actually have to crawl over anybody to get out of bed. You can easily get out of bed on the foot and get out.
So earlier we said you can opt to have a pull-out sofa downstairs in the living room. This is obviously the master bedroom. We have another bedroom or a loft. I'm gonna send you up there. How about we do that?
Okay.
All right, let's go check it out. Okay, I just said that I found my favorite reading spot, but I stand corrected. This is the reading nook that I'm gonna spend my time in. Tell me more about this loft.
So this loft is our bonus loft, but it can also double as a sleeping loft. You can have 2 twin beds in here. You could have a baby crib. You could have a queen bed.
Yeah.
Queen bed will actually fit on this loft as well.
Amazing.
Or just a hangout spot.
Yeah.
Just kind of how it's set up right now. Hang out, play guitar.
Yeah.
You know,
I can totally see myself like the throw pillows, you know, a little rug, hanging out. You got the beautiful view out the window. Yeah, it's so well put together. Okay, so we've talked about eating. We've talked about relaxing, sleeping. Let's talk about the bathroom.
All right.
All right. Yes, thank you very much, sir. This looks amazing.
Thank you, Jay. The bathroom, of course, is super important. Even though you might not spend tons of time in here, you want to make sure it's big, spacious, and the shower is big enough.
Yes, this is definitely a step up size-wise from the minuet. So last time we did the minuet video, I put you in the shower, you got a little wet.
And then, whoa.
Yes, we left it on camera. I'm not going to do that this time. But tell us more about it. It looks like a different design.
So it's a frameless glass enclosure. It's about 40 by 30 inches wide, and it's got a nice rain shower with a handheld sprayer. It's awesome. We've got our hooks on the outside for our towels.
Yeah, everything's in its place. I love it. And then again, we've continued the natural cedar ceiling from the outside. All the ceilings are this beautiful natural cedar. Why is that important in a bathroom?
Bathrooms get super humid, so you have to have materials that can stand up to the humidity, essentially. And so we also still have our humidity sensing bath fan that vents to the outside.
So you don't even have to think about it. It turns on or off naturally. Yeah, and again, like smart LED lights, you can tone in the intensity. So if you come in at night, it's just nice, dim looking. It's a nice touch all the way around. And again, lots of storage.
That's right. So we have a closet in here and lots of drawers. We have doors under here, drawers over here, and you can fit your laundry supplies or just linens or whatever you need to use.
So in my home, I have a bathroom and I have a walk-in closet that are adjacent. I don't actually want to go back into my bedroom. I know the upstairs bedroom has a small closet, but I would imagine you're gonna get changed in here more often than upstairs.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, you don't really want to walk across the tiny home with a towel. And you don't want to have to close the blinds, all the blinds, before you take a shower either.
Yes.
So that's why we put the closet in here so that you could change, steal your stuff, and then have all like your other nicer jackets and stuff up there.
That makes sense. So in this trim, you've continued the quartz countertops.
Yes, the nice quartz countertops. We have also our medicine cabinet that doubles as a mirror and also has a light on it, which is really fun.
Yeah, and it's an anti-fog too. Tell me how that works?
So you turn this on, it actually heats up the glass so that it doesn't condense water. So
smart, I love it, yeah. And a real toilet, like we don't do composting, we don't do holding tanks. It's a real toilet.
That's right, elongated toilet for, as I said in the Minuet video, for more comfort.
So after touring the Minuet, I would expect a washer dryer combo there. There isn't one here. We've moved it, we've harnessed some of that under staircase storage. It's really convenient, just move stuff here. You pull a hamper, whatever, and just do your laundry here, and all the plumbing is kept together, right?
That's right. So the washer dryer combo is right underneath the stairs.
So nice, yeah, with a little bit of storage space on top. You could put your, folded laundry, lots of options here.
That's right, vented to the outside, so it dries very well.
That's great.
These little units are awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, let's walk around the outside and take a look out there.
Okay.
All right. So first thing, this differentiates us from our Minuet is a 3-axle trailer. Why did we do that?
So 3 axles, you have a lot more carry capacity, so it's quite a bit bigger. So we definitely need some more weight capacity, and also having those 3 axles makes it way easier to tow. It just is a lot smoother ride. You can corner better.
Yeah, if you're towing it, it tows like a dream. If someone else tows it, it's gonna be like a complete best dream ever. It's such a smooth ride. On this particular model, again, this is our signature model. We have the natural cedar, double sealed windows. Tell me more about those.
They are dual pane, low E glass windows. And so they are really good with energy efficiency. We can leave this out here all day and cool it down. It'll only go up about 2 degrees in a really hot environment.
Yeah, and we even noticed that with our low E skylight. Now we have a skylight shade also, but there's very low transfer of thermal energy. This is like top of the line. And then this is a different type of siding.
Yeah, so our metal rib siding here, it's super lightweight, which helps with transporting, and extremely waterproof. We have our neoprene washered screws here, which don't allow any water to get in the back.
Yeah.
And it's just a really nice contrast from the cedar to the metal.
Right, yeah. It's lightweight, but it's not tinny, it's not cheap. It's lightweight in comparison to the cedar, but it's super durable. And again, that nice finishing touch seal, which is on all of our models, is the neoprene washers on the screws.
Yeah, a must have.
Yeah, around the back. So this is our kind of like our back door. How would you describe this? What are we calling this?
So I would like to say this is the little oasis spot.
I like that.
So you
That's
can
great.
even put like a fence right here if you wanted to, and build a nice deck. And then you have your water connection, kind of your utility area right here. And then a plug that is a little higher, so you can either plug in like Christmas lights, or you can plug in some fun rope lights to string your patio. And as you saw inside, there is the living room that is right here.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
it's really cool.
It's a back door, but it's like kind of a side door. And yes, I totally envision like a nice deck. We can even build a deck for people.
Exactly, yes we can.
We're licensed contractors. We can do that, we can install it. Redwood deck, stringy rope lights. Yeah, there's lots of possibilities there. And of course, built-in lights as well. They're not canned, they're surface mount can lights, I guess you could call it.
Right, it's important living in a tiny home to maximize your outdoor space. And so having this back door and even the front door, you can have a deck in the front door as well. You can essentially double or triple your living space with having that outdoor experience.
Yeah, I love that. So there are 3 utilities with this. There's sewer, there's power, there's water. These are the two. By code, we have to locate them on the back. So we have fresh water in, lots of power. Where does this go?
So right now, we're going to a battery backup. We chose Bluetti. There's definitely other really good battery stuff out there, but we really like this. With just running the lights, this can last days.
Yeah.
If you run the AC and it's hot, then it'll last probably about a day.
So a scenario where you would use these would be like you go off grid for a little bit. It can be topped off like at home. It could be topped off via solar. If you're moving around the country, which you can do, you could just charge these off of, like, if you spend the night at a full hookups, you could also charge these. Lots of options with these. A little bit more, again, what is this? At first glance, it would look like a plug.
But this is actually a Ethernet port for a Starlink.
Yes.
Or for just Ethernet in general, because we actually have an Ethernet port on the inside right next to our living room TV station and such, so you can plug in a router and make sure that you have good Wi-Fi here if it's like far away from a home or not within Wi-Fi distance. So it's super fun because you can plug in a Starlink here and be off grid and then have internet, or you can plug in just like a regular Ethernet port to it and you're good to go.
Yeah, that's something that's the same with all our models. They're all Starlink ready. They're like tech forward thinking. Depending on the trim, you can go with our Signature series, which has all smart switches. It's a smart home, but all of them are Starlink ready, from not our bottom because there is no internal wiring, but from the upper tiers, this is ready to go. I love that. Let's take a look at the AC around front.
All right.
Okay, so kind of like the utility side of the tiny home. What do we got?
We have our 12,000 BTU air conditioner unit. It's a mini split, so it does both heating and cooling.
Yeah.
And this is rated for about 900 square feet. And so this is 400 square feet. So it's definitely will do it.
Yeah, yeah. And I noticed like the temperature changes like within minutes, because we've had this outside parked, stage ready to go. It's warm, we plug it in, give it a few minutes, and it feels like instantly comfortable. These are amazing.
Yeah, the units themselves are so cool. They work really well. And combined with our insulation and combined with our windows, they cool it down super fast and keep it cool with minimal energy.
Yeah, that's great. Let's wrap up where we started. Okay, so Ben, we have multiple trims. Now this is our Cadence model. Tell me about the 4 different trims that we have.
So we start with our foundation model, which is the outside is completed. We got engineered plans. It's great for DIYers. Then we have our canvas, which essentially we do all the trades. We do everything else. We put drywall up, and then you can do all of the cabinets and painting and anything you want to design that way.
Okay, so the first 2 are kind of DIY focused.
Exactly.
One is bare studs on the inside. It's not gonna fall apart. It's weatherproof, so you can take your time building it. The next one, we do all the dangerous work, the trades, the plumbing, electrical, but then you put in cabinets, you customize furniture, beds, stuff like that. Tell me about the next 2.
So essentially the next 2 are move-in ready. We have the Nest, which is our basic finishes. I say basic, they're still nice finishes, but they are not as expensive as the cedar or the quartz countertops. That is, we finish all of the inside, we do the cabinetry. You can choose what color cabinets you want to put in there, that kind of thing. And then our Signature, which is our top of the line model.
Which is what this one is. Yeah, we've spared no expense. It's beautiful. It's nicer than our homes,
Got all the smart home functionality.
Yeah.
And with all the nice finishes.
Yeah, so the Nest move-in ready, you can eat, sleep, shower, night 1 within a few hours of setting it up. And the Signature, you're gonna be eating, sleeping, showering in luxury. It's amazing. All right, so that was a tour of the Cadence model Signature series from Piccola Tiny Homes. If you have any questions, check out our other videos in this channel or send us a message. Visit piccolatinyhomes.com. We'd love to talk to you.